Hello there. My name is Udur Jagero, and this is a podcast for Money Monkey, or if you will, a YouTube channel. We talk about people who are doing amazing things in the business world, especially young people. Okay, I don't know if I consider myself young, but I think I'm not yet 45. I consider myself young. So I'm going to be talking with Melvine Akoth about traveling and touring. Melvine, I like traveling.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one of the things that I ever did that I still remember up to date is that I was coming from, I was supposed to go to the capital city of the Czech Republic.
Mm-hmm.
What is the name of the capital city of Czech Republic? Praha. Yes, they don't call it Prague. Mm-hmm. They call it Praha.
Mm-hmm.
So I am coming from Germany, and it takes about 13 hours to arrive at Praha. So I get into the bus. Unbeknownst to me, the bus is supposed to be leaving me somewhere to be picked by another bus. So we travel up to around 4 a.m. in the morning. Then these guys are saying, this is where you're supposed to be picked. And they drop me there in the middle of nowhere at 4 a.m. You know, luckily, there were some students that are also traveling from the UK. So we were dropped together with them. You know? But so that was a very interesting event. The other event that I remember very vividly was losing my passport in Barcelona, and then being told to go to the Kenyan embassy in Madrid. You know, looking behind, it was. If I had not lost my passport, I would not have gone to Madrid, and I would not have gone to the Santiago Bernabeu to watch Madrid play. So anyway, that is how much I love traveling. Tell me. How did you get into the love of traveling? First of all, yourself, and then we'll go back to your business, right?
Okay. So for me, traveling has been a part of me. I remember when in high school, I used to fix myself to, join music festivals and drama festivals, because I know the nationals will be taking part in Mombasa or Nairobi or just somewhere far from home. As long as you're traveling, I was in. So growing up, my dad exposed me to, the outside world. He always pushed me to, go beyond my limits. So when I got into campus, luckily
So this is where were you living by this time when your dad was pushing you?
At home, obviously.
Where? Is it in Kisumu? Is it Nairobi?
Yeah. So we stay in Kisumu, somewhere called Ahero.
Ahero, yeah.
Yeah. So just
Ahero is just 10 kilometers from my 10 minutes ride from
your place,
from my
your
village.
hometown.
Yes.
Okay. So so I remember while I was growing up, when I didn't have the capabilities to travel by myself.
Yeah.
So my parents were there to push me. They were like, if you want to go this place, you go. If you have to engage in such activities so that you visit their other places and so forth, they would just tell me to go. And like other parents, maybe they wouldn't let their kids explore. So I think now with time when I went to campus, I was lucky enough to study in the eastern region, I think, Chuka. Yeah. So when I went
I love that place.
It's so green and it has so many places to to visit, so many excursions.
Chuka is in Embu or Meru? Chuka is in Meru.
Tharaka Nithi. It's in between.
Yeah.
Between Embu and Meru. Yeah. So while there, we used to have small escapes with my friends. We would decide a weekend we would just go to maybe for a hike, camping, and slowly by slowly it became something, it became part of us. Yeah. So we used to visit so many places. So when I was in campus finishing, I realized, there are so many places I haven't visited na natoka.
Yeah.
So I need to explore. And now I had gotten a group of people who were very interested. So I decided, you know what, I can, gather my friends, make a flyer or a poster, advertise within campus, then have the students come.
This is when? This is which year? We are talking which year?
2018, 2019.
Yeah. That's like 3 years ago.
3 years ago. Yeah, so slowly by slowly, I think the very first one that I did as an organizer now was the one to Samburu, where I gathered my friends.
Never been to Samburu.
I should take you there.
Yeah.
It's a very nice place. It's a very full of culture, and the national park as well. The reserve is also quite a nice place. So when we organized the trip to Samburu, it was one of, I think I count it as one of my biggest ones.
Yeah.
Because what walitokea, like the students walitokea wakakuja, because everyone wanted to visit, like, somewhere within the camp, within the school. Yeah, then after that we finished, then I looked for a mentor, because this is now something I really wanted to do, to bring me money at the end of the day. I knew I would finish campus and get a job, but I hoped into the plan B before even getting to plan A, because what if I didn't get a job? And also, nowadays business is more, we are encouraged to be like entrepreneurs and everything. So I decided, let me just find a way of generating income.
So now you're a travel-preneur.
Yeah, travel-preneur or a tour-preneur.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So it has been a journey. So yeah, so far so good.
Okay. So I want to ask you specific questions that I think I have here. So you've talked to me about what transpired, what inspired you. Okay. So what do you consider most important in the travel business? So we have the price, we have product, we have communication. What perhaps the question is, what should somebody somebody outside looking in should know about, how do you go about pricing? How do you go about product? I think product is packages, and then communication. How do you communicate to the people that you want to get into to buy the package? And then how do you communicate with them after they have bought the package and people are supposed to be moving? Yeah.
Okay, I think first, with the pricing and everything, pricing comes in after I get what the client wants. So the client will come, or the customer will come and tell me, I want such a package, or rather I want to visit such a destination. Let's say, for example, Mombasa. So they'll tell me the destination. They'll tell me the number of days or nights they want to spend, and the number of activities they might want to engage in. And if they really know what they want, they'll also go ahead and mention for you their budget. So you work with a particular budget. So
they say, okay, we have 300,000. These are some of the things that we want to do, but you can also advise us.
Yes.
So then you work with the 300,000 or 100,000 or 50,000 to customize for them something that is going to be close to what they are doing.
Exactly. Yeah. So before I think of myself, I think of the customer first.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Odur will come to me and tell me, I want to go to Zanzibar, and I have this particular have this particular budget. Then I want to spend this number of nights, and these are the activities that I want to engage in, and these are the specific places I want to visit in Zanzibar.
Yeah.
So I come in and give you all an itinerary, and also give you a breakdown of maybe all the charges that you will be required to pay in various sites as you'll go. Yeah, so that is just one of them. And then when it comes to
communication, or what did we say? The product, the packages.
Yeah, now product I think is combined with pricing.
Yeah.
Because the package will be highly determined with the price. Yeah, so if you have a budget of 30K, I'll give you something ranging at between 30K or rather less or just slightly more.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when it comes to communication, this could be in marketing or rather customer service in general.
Yeah. So how you get your customers? So we are going to. I'm asking you. The question for communication is in two parts. How do you get your because that is something that everybody is struggling with.
Yeah.
How do I get clients? How do I get travelers? So, okay, let's say somebody has not approached you. You also do packages and invite people to join.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the last time, why were you the last time? I saw you with a big lorry. What is that lorry called? A tour van?
No, the kilori is called a truck. An overland truck.
An overland truck.
Yes.
Overland is the name of the truck. Okay.
So an overlanding truck is used for mostly overnight trips, far long distance, and also overland truck has with time it has become a space for people who want to party on board. So if you don't want to just be bored on your from point A to point B, the overland.
Where do we get the booze?
There's a mixologist in the truck.
Yeah.
And then
so you buy the drinks. There is a bar inside the truck.
A mini bar.
A mini bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So the last time, the one you saw us was we went to Takawiri. You know where Takawiri is? You don't know where Takawiri is?
I just hear about it. I don't really know
Okay.
where it is.
So Takawiri is in Rusinga Island. It's one of the yes, so it's one of the germs in Nyanza. So we are right now.
Nyanza is not known to be a travel destination.
Exactly the point. So now what we are coming to do is finding those germs, unraveling and unpackaging them.
Yeah.
So like we want people to visit Takawiri, and it's a fun road trip. It's like minimally you can have a 3 days 2 nights. To the first day you're on the road, the 2 days you are visiting Tomboya Museum, you're visiting Rusinga Island, Takawiri Island itself, the Birds Island, Mfangano, Mbita. You can't finish all of them. And eat the fish.
So anyway, what were we talking about? The communication. How do you get your clients? Is it on Facebook? Is it emailing them? How do you have a WhatsApp group? How do you advertise for the
clients?
Yes, how do you advertise for the trips that you have?
Okay, so normally we do ads on social media, that is Facebook and Instagram, and also networking. It assists a lot, and also referrals from clients. So when you
do you guys have WhatsApp group for traveling people, blah blah blah?
Yes, we do have a major WhatsApp group, and also we do have WhatsApp subgroups where if you're going to a specific trip, like let's say you're joining in for a group trip to Mombasa, we will put you in that specific group. So after the trip, it could be disbanded, so that you join the main group, so that you stay there for updates.
Okay.
Yeah, so we do have a major WhatsApp group as well. Also on social media, just posting and reposting,
telling people about telling them the last trip, how amazing it was.
Yeah, so that they book. Yeah, I think so far it's just about the networking and also referrals and social media ads.
And then the communication once they have bought the trips. We are not very known to keep time here in the sub-Saharan Africa. So how do you make sure that people are not left behind by the bus? They are not left behind by the plane. They are not left behind. How do you make sure that how do you communicate the meeting points and things like that?
Okay, so our main channel of communication is usually WhatsApp, where especially for group trips. So this is minus the private bookings. Private bookings, we can chat or call the clients and just connect them to the other service providers like the hotels and everything. But for group tours, to make sure that someone is not left by the bus.
Yes.
Where we know we are Africans. So for me, my job will be, if the bus is supposed to leave by 7, I'll tell you to be there by 6. Or 6:30, because I know my people. And also sometimes it's not intentional to come late, maybe traffic or such. That is why we give an allowance of 30 minutes to 1 hour.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't think we answered this question, but I think it is pretty specific. What do you look for in a vacation package for your clients? I don't know whether, so I don't know whether we are going to answer it in the sense of picking a place. How do you pick a place? And what do you include and exclude in a package? And why would you include this and exclude this in a package?
Yeah. I think for that, it all depends with what the client wants. You see, a client who needs a vacation, that is more of a relaxing mode and less of, excursions. This is someone who just wants to go and rest in another different space than the normal one they're used to. So when a client...
But I feel like people are confusing rest and because even if you go somewhere, maybe in Takawiri, I mean, you can take a walk or you can do a boat ride. I mean, that is resting. But some people just want to lie and boost the whole time.
Although that is for you. You see, some people, they prefer, like, if I'm taking a vacation, I want to just go rest. I want to, like, wake up in front of, my sandy beaches or, just go swim in the ocean and come back. I don't want to be up and down. But it all depends with what the client wants. Yeah, that is the root of it. So after they explain to me what they want, matters of pricing as well, because I won't give you a 50K package, yet you need a 30K or you need a 100K package. You get? So you are the one who tells me what you need me to make for you.
But if I approach you and tell you, I don't know where to go, but I have the money. How do you now choose for a client the location?
The location.
Yeah.
Okay, that happens a lot. So what I do, we have options. So I tell you that Watamu 123 123. These are the excursions. This is the hotel, and this is the amount. I tell you Takawiri. This is the amount. This is the hotel, the excursions, and the number of days. I tell you Chalbi Desert, this is the amount you can pay, and this is the number of days you'll spend, the hotels, and everything. So that I give you an opening, an area to, decide what you want. Because at the end of the day, it's about you as a customer. So I might have all the ideas, but I can also advise. Especially if you tell me, I want more of a Dubai vibe. So why not? Then I give you Chalbi. And then I want more of, silence, vibe, nini. Then I give you take a flight. I tell you take a flight to Lamu. So it all depends.
Okay. What are some of the lessons you've learned in the we are going to come back to the name of your of your company. It is called
Safaris.
Mellsafaris. So you'll tell us later why it's called Mellsafaris. But I'm interested in knowing some of the lessons that you've learned. And the question is in two ways. What have you learned about... Okay, so this is what I'm going to ask. What advice would you give to people that want to travel? Maybe 2-3 pieces of advice that you can give them. And then you follow by... Let's start with the lessons that you've learned in traveling.
The lessons that I've learned in traveling as a hobby or as a business?
As a business.
As a business,
Money Monkey is about business. Yes.
So one of the major lessons that I've learned, let me put it in entrepreneurship, so that I would advise even those not engaging in traveling towards business. So one of the major lessons that I've learned is that you're going to fail. Not once, not twice, not thrice. But
what makes you fail? You know, in my field of advertising and social media, what makes you fail is just the lack of customers, lack of clients. Is it the same thing with travel?
Okay. Actually, lack of customers would, make you go shoo in your business. If you have like a strong channel of, or a strong stream of clients, like they coming in, day out, or rather you have them over and over again, you would have like less complaints or problems or failures. Because sometimes you spend on the resources, but then again you don't get the clients to get back your money. Yeah, so of course you'll fail in that area, like when you don't get clients consistently, but you need to re-strategize so that you don't fail in every day.
So major takeaway is re-strategizing.
Re-strategize. Anytime you feel like there's something you're doing wrong, it's okay to sit down again, go back to square one. Yeah.
Okay. And what are some of the things that you'd advise travelers on, people that want to travel? I have people like I used to have a fear of traveling because I thought it was very, very costly.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I know of my friends who will not even think about venturing out to Europe. I have friends who have never been to Tanzania. And Arusha is 3 hours travel. It's 3 hours or 4.
It's very close.
Yeah, and Kampala, one of the best cities, one of my favorite cities, is just a night travel.
Yeah.
I have always wanted to go to DRC, but I don't know how I'm going to fly over that forest. So what are some of the pieces of advice that you can give to somebody that wants to travel and is saying has all kinds of fears?
Okay, so local tourism is what we are trying to embrace right now. We are trying to sensitize everyone that you don't have to break a leg or an arm to travel.
It used to be very expensive. It used to be very, very, very...
Yes.
Most of the tour companies used to be for... Okay, let's just say that touring has been for the... Sometimes not even for the middle class. It has been for the upper middle class.
I get you.
Yeah, and so... What people have always thought is that traveling is damn expensive. Do you think it has changed? Yeah,
it has, because now us as agents, we are able to come up with more affordable packages, because right now we are considering even common wananchi. Everyone needs a time to relax. Yeah, everyone needs, that break of work and everything. So I totally understand the cost, the financial part of it, the expensive part of it. But
these days I see that there is a lot of there are a lot of trips that you look at it and you say this is very affordable.
Very affordable.
You have trips for 8,000.
8,000.
You have trips for 12.
Yeah.
You have trips for 20,000. But before, I don't know what changed along the way.
Okay, what changed, if I could just,
speculate,
is because the market has kind of flooded, but not flooded much. Like, there are more people who want to give people more spaces to travel. So everyone is looking for a new thing. What did we discover? People need affordability. So why not create those affordable packages and let them out there?
Can I ask you something? I feel like the elephant in the room, Airbnb, has really made the hotel industry to rethink their strategy. Because right now, if I want to go to Mombasa, then I go for Airbnb that costs, let's say, $20. That's about 20,000. And then 2,000, and that can be even a one bedroom that will accommodate me, my wife, and a small child. You see. If you go to the hotel with those people, then it skyrockets. So is it true that the hotel industry has realized that, wow, people can actually travel without us?
Yeah, kind of. I kind of agree on that point. But I think we are going back to the value factor.
To the value factor.
Yes, you see, for Airbnb, you'll come and just, be in someone's one bedroom, and there's no food, there's no room service, there's no pick up or drop off sometimes.
Yeah, you do that by yourself.
Yeah, you just wake up and you decide, I'm going to Mombasa in an Airbnb. No one cares, as long as you're given the key and anything else. So you're supposed to cook your own food, rather, or get your own food.
Or use Bolt.
Or just, just find your way around. But in the hotel, you're being given value for your money. And also on that matter, of course, the hotels realized, these people can survive without us. So they took their prices a bit lower.
They did. Yeah. And they did. And I think the hotel industry should be commended for readjusting their prices properly. I see things that I never thought that I would see in the hotel industry. So so that. But anyway, give us pieces of advice for people who want to travel.
People who want to travel. So I think traveling should be like part of the basic needs. Because that break is very therapeutic. People go through a lot, and in as much as our economy might not allow some of us to travel, I just want to advise them that there is always something for everyone. Just approach that to our agent, and in this case, you can approach me.
For sure.
Yeah, please approach me, and I'll give you we will work with your budget and advice. Of course, some are just jokers. There's a meme I saw the other day. Someone wanted to go to Dubai with 14K. It's not reasonable.
14K, yeah.
So just
don't even cater for the flight.
Yeah. So you just come forth, or rather save for it. You can start, if you're planning for a vacation in December, just put in even 2,000 per month or 5,000 per month, or rather 10,000 per month. It depends with your pocket and also the services that you want, because it's totally possible. Everyone needs that break.
Any other advice?
Any other advice? Please travel.
Yeah. And when traveling, what should somebody know when they're traveling? For example, I know that every time I go to Kisumu, I catch malaria. I have always been told that I have to take anti-malaria. I say that's home. I don't take anti-malaria. Then I go there and get malaria. So what do you advise people when you're going? For example, you're going to Takawiri. It's full of malaria.
Not really, but
it's full of malaria.
For Takawiri, we advise people. You see, now the reason we have those sub-WhatsApp groups for specific trips, we advise you on what to carry, the type of clothing to wear or to bring about it, especially now for things like hiking. When you are hiking Mount Kenya,
I saw people just hiking with their shoes.
It's not advisable. Someone should come with hiking boots and also the jackets. And also good camping gears. So for Takawiri, we advise people to. It's mostly it's hot. It's like the beach. It's like the Maldives of Nyanza. So we
the Maldives of Nyanza.
We tell people to wear light clothing.
Who knew that people would be talking about Nyanza as the Maldives? Nyanza has just been a small little town called Kisumu, and that has always been it.
Yeah.
But what do you advise against? What should people not do when they're traveling? Do you know a few 2-3 things that people should not do
while traveling? I guess people travel for different purposes. Because there's some people, especially during our group tours, you find sometimes we have different people on board. So there are people who are the life of the party. Then there are people who are just came for a vacation. Like they just wanted something affordable and with a group, and they just came to spend, some time off. So they don't prefer the noise, or rather, but we do tell people prior that we have this group on board. So please respect, one another while you're on board.
So what you're telling them is that people should, when you're traveling in a group, you should be respectful of others.
Yes.
Especially their space. And I wanted to ask you before I forget, one of the things that, there are a lot of, there are ladies and men and men traveling that do not know each other. How do you deal with sexual harassment during this kind of trips? Because people are boozing.
Okay,
and men booze and things happen. How do you guys deal with it?
So I think sexual harassment could be a big word, but
what do you mean? It's not a big word.
For in the context,
it's not a big word.
Okay.
There are people who are very like you know, there are places I've gone, I've always signed sexual harassment form. You know.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What usually
have you ever had an issue with sexual harassment?
Not really.
Yeah.
Not really. What we've had before, I think maybe this could be a challenge on our end, but no. In most cases, we've had to deal with it well. So when a package is per person sharing, and someone is not coming, per person sharing means you'll be given a room with 2 beds, but you'll be sharing with someone. So in one room, you'll be 2 people. Yeah. So sometimes, although you don't come with a buddy or you don't come with, someone so you just come and find someone in the group. And at the end of the day, we expect you to share a room with someone.
Yeah.
It's not, okay, sometimes I feel like it's not nice, because why do I have to share a room with someone? So in such cases, we give you an option of having your own room.
Upgrading.
Yeah, upgrading. Yeah, so we don't force you to share a room.
Yeah.
No.
But how do you share? How do people share a room? It has to be a man and a man, or it can be any.
Normally we let people. Okay.
So if I go with my girlfriend, you can put me in one room, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So when we are organizing for the trips, and maybe 1 week to the trip, or rather during the planning period of the trip, we realize we have 10 ladies and 5 men.
Always. That's what usually happens. Please tell me I'm not lying.
You're not lying. So the 5 gents, we would, of course, reach out and tell them we will be, because the package is per person sharing, so you'll be expected to share a room with someone. So we are leaving the door open for you to choose who you'll likely spend, or rather share.
So people go into little groups and
not really. How it happens?
This bond is developed on the overland track.
Yes. So when they develop the bond, either on the overland track or the bus or the SGR, or rather whatever mode of transportation we'll be using, because normally we like to put our clients together, especially if it's a group tour. That is why it's a group tour. We bond. So we don't know each other, but we are going to meet there at the pickup point, and we are expected to bond. Yeah. So as you bond, you'll meet a friend, and maybe you'd want to share a room with someone you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be of the same sex or the opposite.
Yeah.
It's just someone you've interacted with and you're comfortable with.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we are winding down the chat. So I wanted to ask you to tell me about your business, what it is called, what it does, what people should expect, how to call you, because part of what we do at Money Monkey is trying to, get people to know businesses around. And if somebody is passionate about it, then they could come over and talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah, so at Mellsafaris Tours and Travels, we do travel and tours. So we do organize packages, we do organize flight ticketing, hotel bookings, private bookings, group tours, Airbnb bookings as well. We do organize also corporate team building. Yeah. I know it's now India and most companies want to treat their employees. We do that actually. So we just request for a quote, and we with the destination that you want, though we can advise as well, then we give you a package for that as well. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much. We thank you for coming and talking about Mel to us, right?
Yeah.
And giving us bits and pieces of information about what to expect. So, for those of you who are watching, I hope that you enjoyed this episode on traveling. And one of the things I'm going to tell you is that traveling is amazing. I have traveled the world. I have traveled to so many places, and you don't want to die without seeing places, So if you want to really travel, just talk to a travel company like Mel Tours or any other one that you know about, and then you can do that. So thank you for watching, and until another episode, goodbye for now.
Goodbye.
Yep.